It is Wednesday, March the 26th. Good morning. Welcome to Up to the Minute. I'm Todd Duplantis, and we're live from the HCCTV studios this morning. Good to have you with us on the middle of the week, Wednesday. My co-host, Dr. Lana Pagao, out at the Northwest College. Good to see you, Lana.
Good morning, Todd. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, doing well. Just getting through this week. It's a long one because leaving tomorrow, well, after tomorrow, I'm leaving Friday morning for a short little trip, but we'll be back next week just in time for the Wednesday edition of the show.
Great. And April. We're in April already.
Yeah, it's hard to believe this whole month. But it's hard to believe, yes, for the rest of the year. But for me personally, it seemed like March took 3 months to go by. It's like, are we still in March? Really?
Yeah, that's how I feel about January.
Yeah. At least you get February to divide it
Right.
up. Thanks for being here today, folks. Thanks for watching us on Facebook and YouTube. We're live Mondays through Fridays, most of the time when HCC is in session, live at 10 a.m. And Lana, they can also catch us on our social media anytime, on our cable channel as well.
Yeah, we are live on Houston Community College District Facebook page, not HCC, and on YouTube. We're also on X, LinkedIn, and on HCC TV at noon, 5 and 10 p.m. Monday through Friday.
So it is Small Business Wednesday, and we're talking to an entrepreneur that's opened something which may be of interest to many of our students, talking about daycare, childcare business. Brittiany Barnes is founder of Littlehands Backup Care and our Small Business Wednesday guest. Welcome to the show, Brittiany.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being here. So we're looking forward to hearing all about your business in just a few moments. Lana will be with you in about 10 minutes. Okay, we're going to kick things off. One of our favorite guests joined us once again, talking about women in the Women in Industry Conference. Dr. Christina Robinson is the Executive Director of HCC's Work-Based Learning and Industry Partnerships. Welcome back to the show, Christina. Good to see you as always.
Good to see you. Happy to be here.
Good to see it. Now, even though we're moving on to April, it seems fitting that we're having you on the show to talk about it as we wrap up National Women's History Month. Let's talk about the conference you have coming up. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so the Women in Industry Conference is one of the largest conferences in the area. It's a one-day event designed for young women and any career transitioning professionals to get into those high-skilled trades and in petrochemicals, construction, avionics, biotech, and IT. And we are really excited. This year, we're going to fill up Moody Gardens Convention Center on April 1st from 8 to 3. It's our 8th year, actually, for this conference. And so the idea was spurned with 9 colleges partnering together to make this happen. So we can't wait to see all the young women there this year.
You mentioned 9 local area colleges. Would this be the Texas Gulf Coast Community College Consortium?
It sure would. We have a consortium of partners that are all across the region that really work together. And with these colleges, everybody right now has a focus on workforce training, associate degrees, and making sure that students have access to in-demand careers. And as we know, not only are we seeing this big push right now, industry coming into the area, but more importantly, we are in an area of petrochem. So petrochem, construction, all of those things, they will all be present at this event, and those are high-paying jobs. So we want to give people access to those.
Yeah, and since I've been at HCC since 2012, it seems like the drum's been beaten that we are in the desperate need of more engineers as well across the board, because a lot of folks are going to be retiring in the next few years. Will those industries be represented here?
They will. Anyone interested in we call STEM careers, science, technology, engineering, manufacturing, anyone who's interested in making a high earning potential, they will all be represented. I believe this year we're going to have ExxonMobil, Phillips 66, Worley, as well as many other companies that are going to be there talking about not just their hiring needs, but what's happening in industry. country. And as I mentioned, there's been this influx of money coming in, companies saying, you know what, it's time to expand. And so Houston, and I'll say the Gulf Coast region, is probably positioned now more than ever before to really echo that and support those initiatives.
What can attendees expect different at this year's conference? I know you guys, this is the 8th one. Are there any new additions that'll be at this conference?
Yes, well, I think the biggest thing is it's a fun time. Not only do we have obviously the professional development, everything like that, but if you see an opportunity, just picture 1,500 women supporting each other, having an amazing time, networking and collaborating. It's hard to explain, but a lot of great music, a lot of great connections, and just a really great time for these young women.
Now, is the conference open to current students of these colleges, alumni? Who is invited to, or who's welcome to come?
Yes, so we bus students in from all over the state to this event, but it is open to anyone that wants to attend. They could register for the event, and I believe you'll probably have that link on here soon. Yep. But with that being said, it is open to the public. You just register and you would have access, and we will have at the event a quasi job fair so they can meet all of these different companies and better understand, once again, the hiring. I know last year we had an opportunity to see robots in action, right? And how we're leveraging robots now in the workplace. And that was really exciting. And I know they'll have some innovative things coming up this year.
You talk about area colleges and colleges from across the state that are going to be there. We also speak of the importance of training for workforce positions, workforce training. How can these area schools help with that? Are we more focused for it here, being here in the Gulf Coast region?
Yes, I think, as I mentioned, we are probably the most well-positioned. I mean, we have one of the largest ports in the country. We also have some of the largest Fortune 500 companies here, well over 25 Fortune 500 companies. So with that being said, students have access to so many opportunities. I will mention, and I have to give a plug for apprenticeship. As you'll know, I do a lot with apprenticeship, as do many of our consortium members. And so many of the companies that will be there this year also do apprenticeships. So there will be an opportunity to hop into one of those as well.
Do you see more optimism for the, at least the in things that are going on right now, especially with some of the regulations that seem to have been lifted most recently? Does there seem to be more optimism in more opening of businesses around here?
100%. I don't know if you heard the recent addition. I know Hyundai just a big investment. We have numerous companies. Apple is about to do a big manufacturing facility here. So there's so many companies that are telling us, hey, you know what? We think now is the time to take advantage of the regulations, or deregulations, we'll say, and some of the opportunities, different kinds of funding opportunities, be it drilling, be it whatever the case might be. I think it is opening up many companies. If anything, we're seeing a lot of requests for leadership development to get these individuals ramped up. And in order, when they ramp those individuals up into the supervisory roles, they've got to have those other individuals coming right up behind them. So we are definitely seeing optimism. We've been busier than we've been in the last 3 years. We're hiring right now because of that opportunity.
Well, it's good to hear the jobs are getting out there. As I know there, for a while, there's a lot of people still out there looking for a job. This might be a great way to find one. Once again, the details, April the 1st, you said from 8 to 3, and it's going to be at Moody Gardens?
At Moody Gardens Convention Center. We'd love to see you out there. Come on, join us. They'll have about 1,500 of us out there, and we'd love to see you.
And we'll have the link in our social media posts. Is there a cost for the conference?
There will be a small cost. I don't have that exact amount for open enrollment, but right now, through scholarships, almost all the students have been covered.
All right. No reason not to go, especially if you're looking for a job or advancing your career. Dr. Christina Robinson, the Executive Director of Work-Based Learning and Industry Partnerships, representing Houston Community College at the 2025 Women in Industry Conference in Galveston, Texas. Check our post for all the details. Thanks, Christina.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
You too. Okay, it is Small Business Wednesday. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, Dr. Lana Pagao has a guest. Stay tuned. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
At Houston Community College, we make your lessons matter. Open the door to real-world education, where passions become careers. Find out more at hccs.edu and let your success take flight.
That one day at PE when they were like yelling at me and then you just linked arms with me. I don't think you know how much like that helped me. I finally like knew that I had somebody.
We're back with Brittiany Barnes, founder of Littlehands Backup Care, and our Small Business Wednesday guest. Welcome to the show, Brittiany.
Yes, thank you for inviting me.
Well, congrats on your business. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your personal journey and the inspiration for your business?
Well, I must say, I originally started the daycare when I first moved here in 2019 before COVID. And I was unlicensed at the time, but it shut it down. COVID shut it down. Nobody could pay for anything. So once, the system economy got a little bit better, I was like, okay, I want to do this full time on the record, get my licenses and get everything, totaled away. So once I started, progress in business has been booming. Everyone needs childcare. So it's a great business to dive into.
Yeah, I would imagine it's a business that people are really desperate to have good daycare. So tell us the steps you took to start your home daycare.
Well, initially, I started off with research. I had to dive in, look on the program, the systems, and what can I do to actually finance this business? Because I started from zero. So, of course, credit cards had to come to play, good credit, and had to find out my area, the prices of what everybody was paying. I couldn't be too high and I couldn't be too low to actually make a profit for the daycare. And mind you, I have a home registered daycare. So this is a home versus a center, so I live here and it is 24 hours. So I wanted to maximize as much as possible within the hours that I have while I'm living here.
So did you overcome some challenges? Because I would imagine within the industry there are challenges, especially for home daycare.
Well, I guess lacking in the parents, some are temporary. So it's just keeping that enrollment rate up so you can keep that currency going. I think that's the only challenges I have is keeping the parents. But the parents happy, they stay. We have long-term parents here, but some are just come and go. So it fluctuates the business, within the income that we're given.
So talk to us about the business side of running a home daycare.
Well, there's a lot of programs you got to enter into, especially with the NCI. With the NCI, it is a TWC, of course. It's a lot of rules and regulations that comes with it. You have to feed them correctly. You have to log them in, check them in and out, and your house has to stay clean at all times. They do inspections like 2-3 times out the month, and that's 2 different programs. You have the food nutrition, and then you have the state. So you're gonna have bi-monthly inspections. So you just have to keep your house up to par at all times.
And I don't think a lot of people know this about home daycare. but you have a certain number of children that you're allowed to have, and everybody in the home has to have background checks. You want to talk about that? Because people don't understand how very regulated home daycare is.
Absolutely. So we're maxed out at 12 max, and that's school age kids. So if we ever get a baby, which we only can have one baby, we can't have one because I'm the only one technically from the home registered has to be here at all times. So it's technically aligned by one teacher. So you can't have a baby and 12 other kids or 11 other kids. You can't, it doesn't work. So if I have a baby in the home, I only can have maybe 4 not school age kids here. So you're maxed out already with the baby.
Right.
But with 12 school age kids, school age, that's 5 and 12 years old, it's functionable. So yeah, it's definitely cut off at 12. That's it. 12, but you can make 10,000 a month with 12 kids because it rotates with the 24 hours.
Wow, that's excellent income.
Absolutely.
So it's National Women's History Month. What would you like to say about empowering women and even single parents in entrepreneurship?
I would say create the vision. The vision will turn into a mission. So if you know the direction you're trying to go, that's the homework and steps that you have to take in order to accomplish what you need to accomplish. So I would say to-do list is very important. Good habits is very important. And just keep a tally of your progress, and just keep it up. Keep it up. Don't stop.
So Brittiany, I want to delve a little more into the daycare side of your business with the kids that you watch. I know my kids were in Mother's Day out, and it was very regimented. Their day, there was a program they followed. What does your day look like for your kids at your daycare?
Well, we start off breakfast actually at 8:30 because before that time, transportation. I have before and after school kids. So I'm doing transportation morning and evening times. So we do breakfast, of course, in the morning, and we do educational learning, circle time, educational play. Let's do some call and direction, call and response. So I kind of stay active with the kids, do a little free time outside, explore the flowers and the trees and point out certain things to get their words going, because these are ages between 1 and 4 years old during the daytime. And nap time, of course, I love nap time. That time is about an hour. And then around 3 or 4 o'clock, we pick up the after school kids. And that's when it get a little bit rowdy. And of course, snack time. And then we do a lot of outside play because the kids are full of energy after school, full of it. And my day kind of ends around between 8 and 9 o'clock. Sometimes we do have kids that stay over that night, but we shut it down at 9 o'clock. Shut it down.
That's a long day for you.
Yes.
Now, I've got to ask you, as licensed daycare, a lot of times you will get subsidies from the local government, where you can go get some groceries and things. Does that happen with your daycare? I know some people who got the government cheese, and the kids absolutely loved that big hunk of cheese.
Well, so a good thing about that, they actually cut a check by feeding the kids. Yes. So we just have to log their attendance. They have to be here, and we just have to feed them accordingly, log them in the system. Got to do it every day, and they get you a check, direct deposit.
Wow.
I don't direct deposit though. Even the NCI, we just have to make sure their attendance is logged in. We get 2 checks from the government. So make sure you log in everything, document everything, make sure you have everybody paperwork. Paperwork is very, 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 very important. Immunizations are very, very, very important. So as long as you have the proper paperwork and the parents checking in and out and you logging in the system, you should be fine.
That's great. So what are the ages of the kids you have right now?
I do have a 3-month-old right now, but it's a hit or miss. It can like 3 days out the week. Other than that, probably between the ages of 4 and 11 right now. So I have a lot of school age kids right now, a lot.
Wow. And I'm sure that the older kids, well, I would imagine or hope that they might help kind of entertain the smaller kids.
You would think that we got one good one that help out a little bit. Y'all do that. You're not supposed to do that. We have one good one, okay? And the rest they tip the house, okay?
They're just kids, yeah. Well, great. Well, thank you, Brittiany Barnes, founder of Little Hands Backup Care and our Small Business Wednesday guest. We'll have your information in our post after the show, and it was a pleasure talking to you.
Perfect. Thank you so much for having me today.
And coming up after a quick commercial break, Todd and I will have some news and announcements for you.
At Houston Community College, we make your lessons matter. Open the door to real-world education, where passions become careers. Find out more at hccs.edu and let your success take flight.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
Welcome back to Up to the Minute. I'm Todd Duplantis, and we've got some news and announcements, things happening across the district. One of them happening today. It's a live watch party for March Madness with cooperation with HCC's Rec, Sports, and Student Life. They usually have workshops. Now there's going to have a live workshop where they'll watch March Madness. So check them out. Southeast Campus. That's today, starts at noon. Of course, the Cougars don't play till Friday night, so that's the big game, of course. Check our posts after this show for more information on that. And we've also got a Women in World War II discussion.
Yeah, HCC's History Speaker Series features Dr. Allison Robinson discussing Patriotic Prisoners World War II efforts for women in Virginia. She'll discuss how female convicts answered the call during the war and then were forgotten. And that's 2 p.m. tomorrow, Thursday, March 27th at our HCC Stafford campus. Check out our post after the show for more info.
HCC career and transfer fairs are taking place across the district. Students can learn about academic and career pathways at the next upcoming fair that is out your way, the A-Leaf Hayes campus, tomorrow between 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Check our show or check our post after the show for more information on that. And if you're graduating, Lana, you need to register now because it's not that far away.
Yeah, we are approaching graduation season, so be ready to walk. The countdown to graduation is on. So students need to make sure they're ready to celebrate by following 2 steps. 1, applying for graduation means you meet all academic requirements and will receive a diploma. And 2, registering for commencement means you plan to walk the stage. The deadline to apply is Tuesday, April 1st. That's next week. So register for commencement. Deadline also is Friday, April 18th. Check out our post after the show for more info.
There is a youth and teen symposium coming up on Saturday, April the 5th. If you're navigating life after high school, it can be confusing. So HCC is partnering with the City of Houston, HISD, and Fort Bend ISD to host this free symposium. It's from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturday, April the 5th at HCC's Coleman College. Lunch will be provided there, and it's free. Check it out. More information in our post. And summer registration is underway as well.
Yeah, I know that we're just past spring break, but make the most of your summer by locking in classes to stay on track. HCC classes are still offered in a variety of programs, semester lengths, and a range of modalities that include online anytime, online on a schedule, hybrid, in-person, and hybrid labs. So to learn more about HCC programs, start dates, and options to cover cost, go to hccs.edu/apply.
So tomorrow's show, we'll be welcoming HCC's Dr. Desmond Lewis to talk about the Youth and Teen Symposium that we just mentioned. Also, Thursday Family Fun Day will wrap out Women's History Month. Girl Talk with Dr. a King. That's coming up as well. I won't be back till next Wednesday, but we will be live tomorrow and every day as well, every Monday through Friday. Thanks for joining us, Londa. I guess I'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week.
All right. Have a good day. We're live tomorrow, 10 a.m. See you later.